All right, what's going on, guys? So we're back, and we're back, guys. Okay, so we ran into a little situation. Unfortunately, man, you know, we caught the Rona. We got a little sick, but we made out of it all right, in good health and everything, as you can see. So that's why it's been kind of taking us so long to bring out this video, even though we did it a while back with my homeboy Chris's shop. You know, thank God we made it out all right. So check out this next video and hit him up at How To Honda on YouTube. How To Honda. So check out his shop, and then we'll leave his description down below and everything, all the info. And Bless, you got anything to say? Huh? No.
Gay.
All right, well that's it, guys. So check out the video, and Champ here, I don't know if he has anything to say.
Go follow our Instagram.
All right, guys, we're back, and today we're right here at my homeboy's Chris's house, as you can see. Let him introduce himself. Full name?
My name is Chris Segovia, and my shop, we call it CNC Garage. That's me and my buddy Cody, and yeah, that's me.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, Chris, we'll ask you a couple of questions today.
Sure, go for it.
All right. So tell us, how did you end up getting into cars and trucks and stuff?
I got into cars when I was about 16 years old. Originally, I wanted to get a Honda. I always wanted a Honda for some reason, and I wanted to lowrider it out with like some freaking Daytons on it and lower it like a Euro lowrider.
Yeah.
And but then I ended up getting the Honda, and some guy at my school had like a Honda fixed up with like clear tail lights and upgraded rims, and I was like, man, I want to do something like that. So that's how I first started. It was automatic when I wanted to get some rims on it and clear tail lights. So that's how it started.
Oh.
And then I had to pick up this stuff from a performance shop here in town, and I had an idea that people upgrade Hondas to go fast. I was like, why would you do that? That makes no sense. But yeah, once I figured that out, that's where it all started. The bug started.
Okay, and how old were you at that time?
About 16 years old, 16, 17, around there, yeah.
Okay, and so that's what it pretty much inspired you, is just seeing, or what was it that got you really into cars?
Well, once I found out that there was that shop that was selling parts, I wanted to do looks on my car, I realized there was magazines to get. So there was Turbo Magazine, Sport Compact Car, Honda Tuning, things like that, Super Street. So I was like, wow, there's actual whole community around these cars that I don't even know about, and about performance and street racing and like JDM stuff I knew nothing about. And once I did that and I went to the performance shop, I started learning more about upgrading the cars. Now, I did a bunch of stuff to the little my car was automatic, so I did like any performance part I could on that automatic to make it fast, and it was still so slow. So yeah, but I got the bug for performance and wanted to, I guess, make a bunch of noise and try to be fast, but I wasn't fast.
Okay, so what kind of Honda was it?
It was a 98 Honda Civic 4-door, dark green color. I forgot what the exact color was, like Cypress Green Pearl or something like that. And yeah, it started off as just a regular automatic, and I ended up body kitting that out with a big wing on it, and intake, header, exhaust, all that stuff you could do to it. And then
See, some people still think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, but see, back then that was the actual. It was cool. It wasn't called Rice then. It was the first evolution of fixing up an import car.
Yeah.
So you did the body kit and the wing, because in Japan, in the videos, that's what they did: body kit and wing for performance on the track. And but now it's just it's horrible. It's not a good look.
It's faded away.
Yeah, it's faded away. Now they do have big wings and splitters for racing, but they've learned where you need downforce and where you don't, instead of just putting these crazy body kits on. And so I got tired of being the guy who was super slow with an automatic and every bolt on, but everybody would leave me. So then I got rid of all the looks parts, and then I was the first person to do a B series swap in an EK, in a sedan EK, back in the day, in the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, and I remember you went through a couple motors in that car, right?
Yes, quite a few motors in that car, yeah.
Yeah, so what made you finally let it go?
Well, I had ran it for a long time, and I had bought a full turbo kit for it to boost it, but then I decided, I saw a guy here in Houston back in the day, I don't even want to name him, he's not worth naming, but he was racing in the street racing in an all-motor hatch. And I was like, what, all motor? I thought you can only be fast on boost, and he was beating all the boosted guys. So that's when I went to his shop and bought a built B20 VTEC from him and started racing all motor around the streets. But eventually the motor started going bad. I was running too high of a compression and not running race fuel. The compression was way too high for 93 octane. And at the time I didn't know, but I bought it from him. So he kind of like screwed me, telling me, oh yeah, it's safe for the street and safe for street fuel, but it wasn't. So I lost money there, and I just ended up parting out that motor and parting out all the pieces because I saw a guy in a magazine that had a K-Series CRX. So I was like, okay, well, I parted out all the parts from my built V-Series, and I put a stock V16 in it and sold the car to a buddy. And I was like, I'm gonna build a new car. And I had already bought my blue SI, which is a 07 SI. I bought a blue 07 SI. So I sold the green car, bought a blue 07 SI.
Was it a 2000?
2007. My SI was 2007.
Oh.
So it was the first time you had a K-Series and a SI.
Alright.
So it was a FA5. It was a blue one, which is actually wrecked over there underneath that cardboard.
Oh, you still have it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And so that happened, and then I actually, one of my brother-in-law, whatever, told me, hey, why don't you sell all your B-Series stuff and go K-Series? Because some guy in Cali had did it, nobody in Houston had did it, and he had to, in order to do it, it was custom. Like there wasn't kits like there are now.
Yes.
Because I was one of the first ones to do a K-swap in Houston as well. So yeah, you had to do everything custom. So he's like, well, screw it, I did it. I sold everything B-Series because nobody knew about K-Series. So B-Series was hot. I was able to get a K-Series cheap and sell all my B-Series for a lot of money. So that car got sold, and then I started, I had K-Series and built a hatch next.
And that's when it all took off. You just stayed with K-Series
Yes.
after that?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess if you want, give us a little lowdown on your cars that you have here, and just let us know what you have in them and what are your plans for them.
Sure. So, like you said, I got involved in K-Series, and I had built a hatchback with a K-Series motor back in 2003, I think 2004, when the RSX had just came out, and you could find some wreck ones. And a guy in Cali had did it, and the CRX had a stock K-Series beating all these fully built B-Series cars, which is a stock K-Series. So I was like, okay, there's potential in that motor. So I ended up building a hatchback with the K-Series in it. That one ended up selling that car, that shell, and selling the motor, because I built a motor, and I sold that too. And I got married, my wife got cancer, I sold everything. But then later on, while she was better and everything, and I was still married, I bought this red car that I have over here, which is a 95 hatchback. This used to be owned by Inline Racing, which is Peter from I apologize. Hui from Inline Racing owned this car, and this was their race car for the track. And I bought it, and I'm going to make it like a race car again, but more street-oriented race car. And it used to be all motor, and it was the fastest all motor car in Houston, period. And then now it's going to be a turbo all-wheel drive car. But that's my 95 hatchback. And this is my daily right here. This is my 2018 Civic Si turbo. It has all the bolt-ons you can think of from...
All right. You mind walking us around?
Sure.
And
Let's go.
Describe, letting us know what you have?
Yeah.
All right. I got you.
Okay, so this is my shop. Me and Cody work out of here. And we have 3 bays. And in our first bay, obviously, is just one car. So we have my base RSX that I'm going to be working on with my daughter. There's a future car for me and my daughter to work on. Only thing on it right now is it's lowered and interior pieces. We got a high output switch over there for a future lift in the shop. We have a full bathroom in here. So this includes your sink, your toilet, everything you need is in here. So we have a full bathroom. Fridge. We're actually going to build out here a new room, and we're going to make a clean room for engine building. So it'll be in this area. Extending from here, we're going to close this out here later. And we're going to have like an engine building area up here, and we'll probably make a second floor above it. Well, that's in the future, not yet. Like now we have some stuff up there, but we're going to make future storage over here. Obviously we do work on here. We have like extra spare parts and a workbench and toolbox. Over here, my buddy Cody's car is right here in the corner. Let's see. You have another. That's Cody's workstation. He works a lot of the we work on his motor and the building and stuff like that. Cody's motor's right here. I know we need to show you. I'm gonna let Cody do that because that's Cody's part. Then I have my car here, and then my spare motor here, and of course my daily in the center. And yeah, that's my part. And then the rest of it with the built motor and the Integra build is my buddy Cody. But this is my build, and we're still working on it. All-wheel drive. I got to redo. I have parts here for the suspension and stuff like that. I need to do the rear end. Everything's inside the car. I haven't put it on the floor. All the braking system and clutch system is Willwood. So everything in there is Willwood. Master cylinder, Willwood, brake master cylinder, clutch master cylinder. All the lines are upgraded. The mounts are upgraded. Suspension components are upgraded. Then I got more suspension components on the floor. They're gonna be upgraded.
Do you have a time for this car? Like,
Yeah,
where
in
you're-
order to be competitive in this car in the class I want to compete in, you have to run 7-second quarter miles. Otherwise, there's no reason even
to even try
competing. Yeah.
7? So that's what you're going for? 7 seconds in a quarter mile?
Yeah, every all-wheel drive Honda runs 7 seconds if they're built right.
Damn.
And they make about 1,300 horsepower to 1,500 horsepower, depending.
Man, bro, it's a beast right there.
Not yet. Not yet.
I mean, for the plans for it,
I already have it on the back all-wheel drive.
man, 7 seconds. That's
Yeah, it's taken apart right now because I got to get new rear end for it.
that's very impressive. 7 seconds.
And then here's the doors. The doors are also lightweight race doors, so they weigh absolutely nothing. Here, why don't you come and grab it? Open and close
Oh
it.
man.
Oh, you can open and close it. Feel it. That's cold compared to a regular car door.
Oh wow. Wow, that's really light. Wow.
So right now, that's parts that go on the car I haven't put back on, or new parts that haven't been used yet. So
Fill the door. It's nothing. It don't weigh nothing, bro.
exactly.
But how many pounds is that? Sorry.
Are you good? It'll close. I'm not even sure. I never weighed it. Never removed it and weighed it. But yeah, it doesn't weigh much. Like it's just
No.
nothing. Nothing at all. Weighs nothing.
Man.
So yeah.
Okay.
That'll be the build, and then this right here has, like I said, it has little exterior parts like the wheels, and the spoiler is discontinued. You can't even get that spoiler anymore on the rear. That's for Passport JDM. That site doesn't even exist anymore. So carbon rear spoiler, carbon mirrors, front lip, upgraded wheels, all the upgraded turbo components and under the hood. Yeah, I even have the turbo on the side of the turbo.
Can we see under the hood if you don't
Yeah,
mind?
it's dirty. Excuse the dirtiness. But yeah, these cars look different. You don't see them, but the downpipe is there. The turbo is right here, covered up with a heat shield. You got your downpipe running straight down in there. Cold air intake runs all the way down to the front fender. Then you have your upgraded intercooler piping that runs from the throttle body down here to the upgraded intercooler in the front. And then I'm running E85 Flex Fuel Kit. So you can run E85 from PRL.
Damn!
If you actually go to PRL's website, there's a video made by me for how to install this on their website. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it has HIDs on it. It sounds really good when you're driving it. You can hear all the turbo sounds.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, it's still stock turbo though. I'll give it a rev for you too in a little bit.
Damn!
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah. Man, that sounds real good, man. For real. So tell us about the RX-6.
The RSX right now is completely stock. It's just lowered on 10 coilovers. And there was basically somebody's garage car full of, basically a storage unit. It was full of trash in it and car parts in it. So we redid all the interior with brand new carpet, shampooed everything up, changed the interior panels, JDM steering wheel, the airbag steering wheel part, the block off tray is for the JDM for get rid of the radio. The hazard button is also JDM from a Type R. On the opposite side, I have like a little coin holder that comes from Japan also, which is on the left side of the steering wheel. Okay. And that's hard to see, but it's a little tiny little thing that holds coins.
And this, you said it's gonna be a build for you and your daughter, right?
My daughter, yeah. That'll be a build for me and my daughter with a new motor and stuff like that in it that I have over there.
And you're gonna go with a 6-speed on it?
Probably 5, because you'll boost, you want 5.
Okay.
Probably go 5-speed boost. I might boost it, I don't know yet.
2 hours later.
Yeah, Cody's the one I wanted to talk about the Integra, because that one has the built motor and stuff like that.
All right, you don't mind we check it out?
Yeah, go. You want to get Cody in an interview with Cody?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do it. You can do it. Here, we'll put a chair in front of your Integra. You can talk about you, how you met me, how we got together, your build.
5 minutes later.
Cody Baker, friend of Chris's. We met, what was that, a little over a year ago? Or, no, almost 2 years ago now. We actually both joined this crew that he started. It was a 10th gen Civic crew. So before I had my Civic, I had a Charger. I was all about V8s and everything. And the new 10th gen seemed promising with the first turbo one and everything. So I bought that, and he was throwing together some meets for just regular 10th gen Hondas or Hondas in general. So just started going to those and started hanging out and everything. That's how I started, I guess, doing the whole Honda stuff.
Okay. All right. So tell me about a little bit about like your past and what got you into cars and everything, man.
Well, before, I was never really a car person. I always had trucks, but I grew up in the small town where everyone had trucks and everything. And it was a big thing where like you always wanted to be the fastest. Like everyone wanted to be faster than everyone else. So whenever I got my first truck, it was this little it was a 95 Dodge Ram, little short wheelbase and everything. And that was just like the thing. Everyone did as much as they could to make their truck the fastest. And then after that, started working. Always wanted a Charger, so I bought the Charger. That was my first like actual car that I had. And that was like the thing, I guess. Still just want to be the fastest. Out of all your buddies, you always want to be. It's always that competition. That you just want to be a little bit faster than everyone else.
Yeah.
So now I guess that's still going.
Yeah. Okay. So so you have a 10th gen Civic, you said?
Yes, it's a sedan.
A sedan? Oh, okay. So when you met Chris, you seen that he had the Integra for you, or you offered, or how did that go about?
So at first, I wasn't even worried about the Integra. He had it here, and he was kind of working on it, buying parts here and there, not really like too invested in it because he was still building his 10th gen. And so after a while, he's like, man, like I really want to start working on this car. So he started talking about, oh, well, I'm going to buy this for it. I'm going to fully gut it. I'm going to do all this. I'm like, well, why gut it? Why, like, you're destroying, like, because you've seen the interior. The interior is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, why do all that when you have this that's already fully gutted? So he's like, you know what? Maybe that's right. I'm going to start working on that car instead. He's like, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And then I just kind of slithered in there, and I was like, well, if you don't want it, I'll buy it from you.
Yeah.
So that kind of put myself in a good position, I guess.
Yeah. So tell us your future plans on it.
So right now I got a CSS block. It's a K24A1 out of a CRV. I had it built to hold around 800. They say, like, I don't know if you're familiar with Booster Boys or anything like that, but they do a lot of CSS stuff and they push it way over the horsepower limits that they claim or whatever. So, but I'm just shooting for about 700 street car. I want it to be nice and comfortable. I still plan on having AC in it and everything. Chris hates that, but so it's gonna be just all over, like clean car, just boosted. And then at first I'm just gonna work on performance for a little bit, and then after I get all that situated, I want to start probably repaint the whole car and get it all cosmetically just perfect.
Okay. And do you already have a choice on the color for us? Or
So I'm kind of thinking about keeping it the Midori green that it is, because I've had so many people say like they love it. So I'll probably keep it, but add like more gold flake into it or something. And then I don't know if it'll just stay that or if I'll wrap it like whenever I feel like changing it up or something. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
and you're gonna stay all front wheel drive on it? No all wheel drive? No plans for that?
As of now, but who knows down the road. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully I don't get too crazy with it, but it's one of those things where it just kind of keeps going. And
Yeah,
going.
just keep
So-
going. Yeah, it never stops. It's a never-ending thing, right? All right. Well, you want to take us around it? You know, explain to us everything.
So when I got it, it already didn't have an engine in it. So I cleaned up. It had all the brake lines and had like all the wires and everything everywhere. So I cleaned all that up. Took out the old mounts. Repainted the whole bay. Put in all the new Hasport mounts that are just for a K series. I'm gonna rip out all the fuel lines and everything because I'm gonna put all steel braided lines in there. Redid all the suspension work. I still have to get all the new hubs and everything. That's why it's sitting on all this crazy stuff right now, so I can redo the front. The interior, you can look in there, it's pretty clean. The outside is not right now. So it has a complete interior. I have all like the seals and everything that go around still. I need to put a new steering wheel in there. And then I need a new back glass because that was one thing that apparently Chris decided he didn't need before he sold me the car.
Oh, I just noticed it right now. Look.
Oh wow.
He was working on it. So what happened, Chris? You was working on it or something and it busted on you?
I was supposed to do a windshield wiper delete,
So if you look
and it turned
at
into a full windshield delete when I tightened it too tight.
on the back of the RSX, you can see how it has the windshield wiper. He tried to take that out.
It's a plug, but if you tighten the plug too hard because it's billet,
It's like something like this.
Yeah.
it'll break the glass.
All right.
This is the block for it right here. CSS.
And you can compare the old original versus that.
Yeah, and that's what it looked like before I got it redone. So it has rods, pistons, bearings in it, and then obviously the CSS on it.
Closed it.
And then I'm also gonna plan on getting a 4-piston ported oil pump for it. And then that's the head that's going on there. I still need to get this built. I'm gonna do like basically the whole entire head plus cams and everything.
And y'all try to do mostly everything in-house?
Yeah.
Yes. So that right there, I had to send it off to CSS, obviously, because I
Machine
couldn't
shop.
do all the other stuff because they
Yeah.
had to bore it and hone it and deck it and all that. So, and then this, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna send it off to a machine shop. We can do most of it here, but just when it comes to just making sure everything's right. So whenever you're sitting down, it's not off to one side or anything.
And 4-piston is the best cylinder head built
Yeah.
in the U.S. Period. Like in the world. Period.
Yeah.
This came off the K2482, that block right there, because this has true VTEC on both sides. So that's a CRV engine. So I have the head for that also, but they don't have like true VTEC. So a lot of people, what they do is they'll do VTEC killers, which isn't the best for a street car. That's why I'm going
That's
with
what
this
I'm doing
one
on
instead. Yeah, that's what Chris is doing on his.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna go with this. So I have the VTEC. It's better for just pulling and everything for the turbo. Well, yeah.
And, how long do you think it'll take you to get it where you want it? Do you have a date for it or?
I
a
told
goal?
myself by the end of the year, and then I bought the Grom, and then I bought my girlfriend Kawasaki version of Z125. So that kind of been pushed back a little bit. I want to be able to get it running. maybe by the end of this year, hopefully by like early next year, just to get it running. That won't be turboed or anything like that. It probably won't even look very nice whenever it's done, but just to get it running and driving, just so I can do all the legal aspect, get it registered and inspected and everything. And then fully done, I don't know, because it's just a lot.
Yeah,
So
it is.
but it would be nice if I could get it just running, driving, wheels on the ground by the end of this year.
Nice. All right, man. Well, we appreciate it. I think we're just gonna take one more little loop around.
Alright guys, hope they liked the video today. Big shout out to them over there. Without them, it wouldn't be possible with this video. You want to say anything, Dad?
Yeah, just special shout out to my homeboy Chris for having us, and hopefully he'll let us back and keep seeing his progress on the cars, and hopefully, you know, y'all keep watching the videos and y'all be able to see the progress on how's it going with his cars. And so just keep up with us, keep watching the videos, and I appreciate y'all having us.
Alright, hope they liked it, and make sure to subscribe, comment, and leave notifications on. I'm messing up today for some reason.
And we're freestyling it. And don't forget to see the descriptions below to follow my homeboy Chris on Instagram
And check out
his YouTube
ours.
channel.
And check out ours, because I'm not seeing y'all following us enough. So, alright. But
Alright.
hope they liked the video. Stay tuned for the next one.
Peace out.
Psych!